What is going on, my family? Your boy Demetrius is back, and here we are back to talk about Mortal Kombat once again. What we're going to talk about here is that what needs to happen after Mortal Kombat 1. Now, the entire world has known that the Mortal Kombat 1 Definitive Edition has been announced, and basically we already know what that means. It basically means that is the end of the cycle when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1. Now, I had already made a video explaining why I feel like this is a good thing for Mortal Kombat 1 to end the way that it has ended like this, is because it was a lot of crazy shit going on to Mortal Kombat 1, and a lot of fans were disappointed, and I felt like it was a good thing that Mortal Kombat 1 has ended the way it has ended, so then that way people can just worried about playing the game and not worried about Netherrealm keep on adding stupid ass shit to the game. So now we have come to the point where the Definitive Edition has been announced. Mortal Kombat 1 cycle has ended. Now, what I want to talk about is what needs to happen after Mortal Kombat 1. Now, the entire world has already made up their minds that the next Injustice game is going to be released or announced pretty soon when it comes to Netherrealm. When it comes to Injustice, I really don't care at this point. But for the people that like Injustice, that's good for y'all. I'm not hating. I'm not doing nothing like that. Like, look, you know, I've been Mortal Kombat through and through. Yes, Mortal Kombat has had a difficult run the last 5 or 6 years. But, you know, like I said, I'm Mortal Kombat through and through. I'm not going to turn on Mortal Kombat for Injustice. I'm just never going to do that. But I do kind of feel like in the future, whenever they do decide to make another Mortal Kombat game, there are things that Netherrealm, hopefully, you know, Mortal Kombat gets sold by that time, but I really doubt it. But there is some things that Netherrealm needs to do in order to get Mortal Kombat back on track, and they're really simple things, and I've already touched on it in previous videos, but I'm going to go more in depth into it in this video right here when it comes to what I think should happen after Mortal Kombat 1. Maybe a Mortal Kombat sequel, or they need to do something to kind of get Mortal Kombat back to the nostalgic, legendary franchise as we know it. But before we get into it, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for more of this real talk shit. We are going to get into what needs to happen after Mortal Kombat 1 right now. Let's go. So, the first thing that I feel like that needs to happen when it comes to Mortal Kombat is the story. Now, it has been very controversial over the years what they have been doing with Mortal Kombat story. The whole multiverse thing has really turned a lot of people off. In Mortal Kombat 11, we thought we seen the last of the multiverse thing, but in Mortal Kombat 1, they brung it back. When it comes to the story, Netherrealm just needs to stop with the whole multiverse BS. It's just not making fans happy right now. It's become derivative and people are just getting tired of it. And to be quite honest with you, when it comes to Mortal Kombat, it just really does not work. You feel what I'm saying? It's one of those type of situations, you try it once, okay, but Netherrealm just took it too far when it came to Mortal Kombat 1. I don't want to keep going back to what happened in Mortal Kombat 1 where it came to the whole multiverse bullshit that Netherrealm put us through with Mortal Kombat 1. They made us relive some sad points in the Mortal Kombat timeline that we did not want to relive. The whole Sindel incident, I still can't believe Netherrealm did that. They actually made us relive that. And to be quite honest with you, whoever thought of that is a complete asshole at Netherrealm. So they need to stop with the multiverse bullshit, get the story back on track, and the best way that I feel like they should do that is basically continue the bad ending from Mortal Kombat 11 where Shang Tsung beats Liu Kang. I've been saying this time and time again. There is a lot of potential to be had with that ending where Shang Tsung defeated Liu Kang. And yes, if they make another Mortal Kombat game, Liu Kang needs to be out of the picture. Take Liu Kang out, kill him off for one Mortal Kombat game, and depending on the ending of that next Mortal Kombat game, Liu Kang can come back. Base it off of the bad ending of Mortal Kombat 11 where Shang Tsung beats Liu Kang. It is just so much potential that can come out of that ending. So much potential to the point where you can expand on the story. Classic characters can come back and have an impact. It'll be a new hero when it comes to that. You know, it's time. Liu Kang has been hindering all of these other characters. There's just no room for another character to be a hero. It's time for Kung Lao to be a hero. It's time for Johnny Cage to stop being some clownish asshole character and go out there and really make a difference when it comes to Mortal Kombat. And then on top of that, the Shang Tsung ending, we can actually have an actual Mortal Kombat tournament. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Shang Tsung can hold a Mortal Kombat tournament, and then they can go from there. So that's one thing that they need to do with the story, because I kind of feel like, you know, keep on rewriting and rebooting. It's just unacceptable at this point. They need to go back to that timeline where Shang Tsung beats Liu Kang, and they need to discover the potential of that, because there is some good potential when it comes out of that ending, when it comes out of Shang Tsung beating Liu Kang. So that's the first thing that they should do in the next Mortal Kombat game. They need to go out, they need to discover the potential of that ending that they gave us, because there is a lot of it there. Next, I feel like the gameplay needs to be changed up. Now, when it came to Mortal Kombat 1, I've said it time and time again, I am not a fan of the cameo system. Of course, when the next Mortal Kombat game comes out, we're not going to see the cameo system. I bet you we're not going to see it. That's a good thing. I just kind of feel like Mortal Kombat has always been that game. Mortal Kombat does not need an in-game system for us to play it and enjoy it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You go back to the original trilogy days. You go back to the 3D era. There was no system inside of those Mortal Kombat games that we had to enjoy. Mortal Kombat was basically pick up the stick, fight, finish him, do the fatalities or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They need to get back to that. They need to get back to that traditional, just pick up the stick and fight. That is what we want when it comes to Mortal Kombat. We don't need all of these systems in a Mortal Kombat game. We don't need the cameo system in a game. We don't need flawless block in a game. Hell, we don't need fatal blows in the game. Even though, you know, the X-rays, you know, were kind of cool, but look, we never needed that when it came to these Mortal Kombat games. Mortal Kombat gave us enough, you know, for us to enjoy when it came to its traditional basic gameplay, because that's what it really was. They need to get back to that in the next Mortal Kombat game. Take out all of these in-game systems, because Mortal Kombat does not need it. Next, this is kind of going back when it comes to the story. More focus needs to be put on classic Mortal Kombat characters. Now, Mortal Kombat 1 did do a good job at bringing back some of those classic characters, but the problem was a lot of those characters were not playable. A lot of those characters were cameos, such as my main character, Striker, and it pissed a lot of people off that some characters were not playable when it came to Mortal Kombat 1. The original Sonya, the original Kano, none of them were playable in the game, and that pissed a lot of people off. Netherrealm lost a lot of points for that. So the next Mortal Kombat game, they need to focus on classic Mortal Kombat characters being playable. You want to make them DLC? Make them DLC, but make them playable, and do not gender switch the damn characters. I cannot believe what they did with Cyrax and Sector. Some people loved it, some people hated it. I didn't. It really didn't make sense how you put two playable gender swap characters in the game, but the original ones are cameos. Netherrealm just needs to focus on classic Mortal Kombat characters. When it comes to these guest characters, we already know Netherrealm has completely overdone the whole guest character bullshit. It basically destroyed Mortal Kombat's identity. They need to focus less on guest characters, more on classic characters. Y'all feel what I'm saying? If Netherrealm will do just that, the next Mortal Kombat game will be a hit. The next Mortal Kombat game, a lot of people will tolerate what's going on, even if there is bullshit in the game. But if you focus on classic characters, people will play it and people will tolerate it. The next thing that they should do when it comes to the next Mortal Kombat game that they make, they need to keep the support going for the games. Once again, Netherrealm sticking to that stupid derivative formula almost up to 2 years, and then they quit the game. The next Mortal Kombat game, they need to be true to their word when they say that they're going to support the game for more than they've been supporting it. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Up to at least 5 years. 5 years is good enough. You know, the next Mortal Kombat game, they need to support the game for 5 years. I don't know why Netherrealm continues to stick with this. Everybody says, well, blame Warner Brothers, blame Warner Brothers. People just don't fucking get it. Everybody is to blame in that situation. Warner Brothers, Netherrealm, Ed Boon, everybody is to blame. It's not just Warner Brothers. It's Netherrealm too. It's Ed Boon too. It's the development team too. Everybody is to blame for this. I'm sick of people coming up and say, oh, it's just Warner Brothers. No, it's not just Warner Brothers. It's Netherrealm also. It's Ed Boon also. Everybody is to blame in this situation, because you know why? Because everyone comes to agreement with it. Ed Boon don't gotta agree with everything that Warner Brothers says. Just think about it. He holds the biggest fighting game franchise ever. Ed Boon can easily take Mortal Kombat and just go somewhere else. Y'all motherfuckers need to think about that shit. Ed Boon holds the biggest fighting game franchise in the history of fighting games. He don't gotta listen to everything that Warner Brothers gotta say. Let's just be real. He can go to EA, he can go to Ubisoft. Acclaim is coming back. He could go to Acclaim. No, everybody is to blame in this situation, and that is facts. Better leadership as far as the development team, better leadership as far as decision making and all of that. Better leadership needs to be had when it comes to making the next Mortal Kombat game, whether it be Netherrealm, Warner Brothers. Ed Boon needs to start getting some balls and saying, hey, look, you assholes up at Warner Brothers, we're going to do this my way this time. If not, I'm going to go to EA. If not, I'm going to go to Acclaim. Ed Boon needs to start getting some fucking balls here and fucking start shaving that unibrow, because he's becoming blind on what's going on. Stop letting Warner Brothers fuck up your whole damn franchise right now. So better leadership needs to be taken. They need to get better talent in there when it comes to NetherRealm. Hire some old Mortal Kombat refugees or whatever. Shit, they should seek out some old Capcom employees. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Put a little Capcom flavor in Mortal Kombat. That might work. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So better leadership needs to get had. Better decision making needs to get had. NetherRealm needs to listen more to the fan base the next time around. Y'all feel what I'm saying? You know, the fans say something, NetherRealm needs to take it into the consideration. They also need to start being more transparent when it comes to these Mortal Kombat games. We kind of seen a little bit of it with Mortal Kombat 1 with Ed Boon, but the problem was the cameo system. We didn't see that shit coming. So next time, better leadership, being more transparent when it comes to the next Mortal Kombat game. Look what's going on with Tekken 8. It has got to the point where the Tekken team is asking us to fix the game for them, pretty much. And that's what needs to happen when it comes to the next Mortal Kombat game. NetherRealm is going to have to start speaking to us, letting us know what we want when it comes to gameplay, character, story, or whatever. We give them the feedback and then they get to work. And to be quite honest with you, this might be a new trend when it comes to these fighting games. The developers are now starting to ask for us. They're starting to ask what we think, what we want, how do we feel. The feedback are making the games right now. And I'm starting to think within the next 4 to 5 years, that's probably going to be the new philosophy when it comes to these fighting games. Us as players and fans, we're going to be the ones that are going to be really making these games, and the outcome of these games are going to be determined on the feedback of the fans and the players. And last but not least, the next Mortal Kombat game that they make, whatever they want to do when it comes to the story or whatever, put the one being in the fucking game, okay? The next Mortal Kombat game that they make, Sequelic Mortal Kombat, whether they reboot it, whether they take it from another timeline to the other, put the one being back in the game. I'm sick of Ed Boon and NetherRealm ignoring the one being. Put the one being back in the game. I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want no fucking excuses. I want to see the one being in a Mortal Kombat game. Period. That's what they need to do when the next Mortal Kombat game comes out, whenever it's revealed, whenever it's released. Put the one being back into the game. It's just absolutely ridiculous. It's just time. It's time for the one being. So that is what I think needs to happen after Mortal Kombat 1, meaning that whenever they decide to make another Mortal Kombat game, what I have just explained in this video, that's what NetherRealm needs to do to bring the Mortal Kombat franchise back to the grace that it was, and to make players gain trust again when it comes to these Mortal Kombat games. Because right now, this formula that NetherRealm is using, it's just not working anymore. It stopped working after Mortal Kombat 9. So hopefully somebody up at NetherRealm sees this damn video and basically take it into consideration, because this is what needs to happen when it comes to Mortal Kombat. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below about what I feel needs to happen after Mortal Kombat 1 when NetherRealm starts to make another Mortal Kombat game in the future. Put y'all thoughts and y'all feelings in the comment section below. We could definitely get a conversation started. And as I said earlier, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to your boy for more of this real talk shit. And also, do me a favor. Let's get this video to 100 likes, because NetherRealm really needs to hear this advice that I have given them. And hopefully this video gets to somebody up in Netherrealm, because you know Ed Boon, that unibrow is starting to cover his pupils, you know what I'm saying, so he may not see this video. So make sure y'all do that. It'll definitely be appreciated. My name is Demetrius. I will see y'all in the next video. God bless, stay safe. I am out. Peace.